Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, told by James Taggart.
We start our story at the residence of Bilbo Baggins. He lives quite an uninteresting life, until the dwarves and Gandalf showed up. They came in this order: Dwalin, Balin, Kili, Fili, Dori, Nori, Ori, Oin, Gloin, Beaver, Bolfer, Bomber, and Thorin Oakenshield. They told him of their quest to reclaim the Lonely Mountain and the riches that their fathers made. They wanted revenge on the dragon Smaug. They left the next morning heading east. When Bilbo woke up in the morning, he saw the house was empty. He found a note on the mantelpiece that said, "Thinking it unnecessary to disturb your esteemed repose, we have proceeded in advance to make requisite preparations and shall await your respected person at the Green Dragon Inn, Bywater, at 11 a.m. sharp, trusting that you will be punctual. We have the honor to remain, yours deeply, Thorin and Company." He had to rush out the door to get there. They spent the next days traveling through forests and mountains, until one day they were captured by goblins. Then the dwarves, Bilbo, and Gandalf rebelled. Everyone got out, except for Bilbo. He headed deeper into the lair, making it down to a cavern with a creature named Gollum in it, who had been corrupted by one thing: the One Ring. This could turn you invisible. Even in full sunlight, you would only be a shadow. Bilbo picked this up on the way down. However, Bilbo was still lost and challenged Gollum to a riddle game. If Gollum won it, he got to eat Bilbo. If Bilbo won, Gollum would have to show Bilbo how to escape. Bilbo won. Gollum went mad trying to look for the ring to kill Bilbo anyway, referring to it as "my precious." Bilbo narrowly escaped and met up with Thorin and co. However, they didn't escape from the clutches of evil for long. Evil wolves called wargs came and attacked. The party climbed up the trees, and Gandalf saved the day by throwing burning pine cones at the wargs. Then they had to venture onto Mirkwood, the great forest. The wolves burned. Traveling into Mirkwood was horrible. There were giant spiders, elves that weren't quite fond of them, a river that would wipe your memory, and worst of all, at night you couldn't even see your own hand in front of your face. After Mirkwood, they went to a place called Lake Town, a town that was on the water, supported by wooden pylons. After going to Lake Town, they started trying to find a secret passage into the mountain, which was described on a map that Thorin's grandfather made. They knew it would be impossible trying to go in the front door when there was a huge dragon inside the mountain. Fili, Kili, and Bilbo found the passage. The door could only be opened on Durin's Day. They luckily discovered it only a few days before Durin's Day. On Durin's Day, the dwarves put the key in the slot and entered. After coming through the secret passage and stealing a cup, Bilbo decided to go back down to scope the area out. However, Smaug was awakened by his presence and informed Bilbo he knew he was there. As was customary, if you didn't want to reveal your true name, you would use riddles. One of the riddles Bilbo used was Barrow Rider, which gave Smaug the idea to burn Lake Town. After they conversed for a while, Bilbo saw his chance to exit. He ended with a laugh and ran. Smaug breathed fire up the passage, only to almost kill Bilbo. After hearing Bilbo's clue, Smaug went to attack Lake Town. A man named Bard, who descended from the men who lived outside the mountain, using the arrow of his father, shot Smaug in his only weak spot on the left side of his chest, and after that, Smaug died and Bard escaped. Thorin was so greedy that when the people of Lake Town showed up to ask for money, he declined. After waiting for a month, goblins from the north came to loot treasure. There was a great battle, including dwarves, eagles, elves, men, and goblins. Out of the main characters, Thorin, Fili, and Kili died. They laid them to rest, and the dwarves lived in the Lonely Mountain, and Bilbo and Gandalf returned home.